For what purpose does the lady of New Hanover, Representative Butler, rise?
To debate the bill.
Ladies recognized to debate the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I oppose Senate Bill 153, the North Carolina Border Protection Act, although North Carolina doesn't share a border with any other country. What we do share is a proud legacy of decency, fairness, and a belief that if you follow the rules and you work hard and you take care of your family, you belong. This bill is wrapped in the language of public safety, but its effect will be to create a culture of fear. And the consequences are not theoretical. They're real and they're harmful and they're immeasurable. So what's it going to do? Forced 287G agreements. Senate Bill 153 mandates that the United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency enter into agreements with local law enforcement, effectively turning them into federal immigration agents. And while there will be innumerable consequences from this, let's just look at one. In 2012, when Alamance County implemented such an agreement, the United States Department of Justice found rampant racial profiling. Latino drivers, African American drivers were 6 times more likely to be stopped than others. The community suffered. Trust in law enforcement evaporated. Victims of crime, including domestic violence, stopped reporting. That's not public safety. That agreement was accordingly terminated at that time. Then we're going to audit public benefits. So this bill is going to require the audits of public benefit programs to identify undocumented recipients. But here's the fact. Undocumented immigrants are already ineligible for nearly all state and federal benefit programs. The real effect here with this part, I think, will be on mixed status families, where United States citizens, children often, live with undocumented parents. A study by the Urban Institute found that 1 in 5 immigrant parents avoided enrolling their children in food or health care programs because of fear. These are children who are eligible for benefits and do not get them. That's not cutting waste, that's denying children's basic needs. Next is the ban on sanctuary policies in campuses. This bill is going to prohibit any sanctuary policy on UNC campuses. But we're not shielding criminals. We're talking about students who are potentially being torn from classrooms into detention. There are over 3,000 undocumented students in North Carolina colleges today, many of them DACA recipients who have known no other home in their lives than North Carolina. And telling these young people who aspire to a better future that they are unwelcome here is not security, it's cruelty. Next piece, private lawsuits and the waiver of immunity. Well, Senate Bill 153 waives governmental immunity and allows private citizens to sue local governments. Now, that's going to be a world of trouble right there. It's an unprecedented expansion of vicarious liability in North Carolina. Traditionally, our cities and counties have been protected from civil lawsuits. This bill strips that protection and weaponizes litigation. What we are doing here is authorizing political retribution through the courts. It opens the door to frivolous lawsuits to drain local budgets. It's going to punish municipalities for having compassion. So again, I ask, who is this bill protecting? Not the children who are afraid their parents aren't going to come home. Not the sheriffs who need discretion to keep trust within their communities intact. Not the farm worker who's feeding us but too afraid to seek medical care. Not the college student studying to be a nurse while living in the shadows. Not the taxpayer who's now going to foot the bill for these frivolous lawsuits rooted in ideology, not actual harm. So I think we would be better served if we kind of reminded ourselves once in a while what the words of Lady Liberty are. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. And a little known part that I didn't remember, the last part of that inscription says, I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Well, this bill certainly doesn't lift the lamp to the golden door. It slams the door shut in the faces of many North Carolinians, and then it nails it shut.
Members of the gallery, there's no applause or comments that can be made during debate. And so, as the chair has said before, the chair does not wish to clear the gallery, but if there's more clapping or more comments made from the gallery, the chair will just simply clear the gallery. There's members on both sides of this issue who will have a chance to debate it upon the approximately 90,000 people who they represent here today. So please, if you're going to watch the debate, remain silent in the chamber. If you wish to make noise, go outside and make noise. Members, there is one amendment we'll go ahead and take.